Let's play some Starfield. Let's see if we can talk to that old lady about her murdered husband. To the lobby.
Welcome, off-worlder, to the Hotel Volai. Your home away from home, here on Neo.
No way.
Ever look in the mirror and wish you could see?
Got the call someone's power kept going up. A heat leech as long as my leg. Ugh.
My investments really took a pounding last quarter. I hope the market stabilizes soon.
Right now.
Huh.
The Trackers Alliance always finds their mark.
Track is always fun stuff. Alright, but calm down. Back and tell there's a kitty to look at.
What I don't sell ends up in trawl.
Tried to apply for a position of Ryujin power. They wouldn't
Back past the strange fish. Space fish. Alright, here we go. Calm down. Yeah.
It would be nice if it would stop raining.
Oh, rain's awesome.
There you are. I'm feeling a bit better today. Sorry about all that before.
It's
The thing
understandable.
is, well, I lost my husband, Thomas, last week. He supposedly had a heart attack and fell from the upper platform. Of course, that's the official word from Neon Security. I'm not so sure they're telling me the truth.
Is Thomas ill?
He was almost 70, but according to Dr. Manning over at Reliant, he was in good health. Heart attack, my eye. There's no way that's what happened.
He suspect
You're
suspect
damn
foul
right
play.
I do. How that security officer could stand there and tell me Thomas died of a heart attack. Well, it's a damn lie is what it is. I'm sorry, this is my problem. You're just here to shop, and here I am filling your head with my conspiracy theories. Please forgive me.
I want to find out what happened to your husband.
Oh my. You're the first person in this awful, awful city that's reached out to help me. Thank you.
So why are you certain there's a
The
conspiracy?
security officer's report said they never recovered my poor Thomas's body, which means they're only assuming he had a heart attack. But instead of leaving the case open until further evidence has been discovered, they've closed the book. I want to know why.
Alright, you deserve to find out
The
the truth.
truth is all I've ever wanted. I suppose the proper place to start would be with Neon Security's witness, Tevin Anastas, that pompous ass over at the Emporium in Neon. Just please be very careful. I don't want to end up with 2 murders on my conscience.
Fair enough. Have you had any problems with Neon Security?
Everyone has problems with Neon Security. They're terribly corrupt, with Administrator Bayou using them as his own personal brute squad. They come in here from time to time, but apart from being forced to give them employee discounts, I've never had anything suspicious happen.
What can you tell me about Tevin?
Tevin owns the Emporium over in Bayou Plaza. He's a horribly overbearing, pretentious man who wouldn't dare set foot in the underbelly. The strange thing is, we've never had to deal with him in person. Why he'd be involved in Thomas's death is absolutely beyond me.
What's the story behind the quick shop?
My husband and I opened the shop about 8 years ago. We were hoping to cater to the workers at Generdine and Xenofresh. The business has had its ups and downs, but lately our rent has skyrocketed, so we've been forced to raise our prices. Unfortunately, the workers assumed we were becoming greedy, and as a result, we've had a couple of incidents with shoplifting and some vandalism. Honestly, well, I'm just trying to make a living.
Get it? All right.
It was nice speaking to you.
It was nice speaking to you. Let's see what happens here. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's change our apparel. And go play Jessica Fletcher for a bit. See if we can solve a murder. That. All right. Me.
Even have a chance to experience our exclusive members lounge.
Be sure you never find yourself on the wrong
We've got all things incredible and exclusive. Each of our
Emporium. Hey, my guy.
Now that all of our items are guaranteed to be of the highest quality.
Yeah, now that Headlock's out of the way, how are things?
Quieter, much quieter. I think dealing with Headlock has convinced Seoka to back off from harassing my shop. And according to what I've heard, everyone else's.
Nice.
This should finally give me the time I need to concentrate on running my business, rather than wasting time looking over my shoulder.
Nice. What do you know about Thomas Lusong?
I'm not telling you a thing. I've already reported what I saw to security. Stop wasting my time and leave. Your presence is bad for business.
Hey, now. Come on, you can tell me.
There's nothing to tell you. Get it through your skull.
Oh, my. We got 4. 4's not so bad. Yeah, I'm not going to let anything happen to you. Just tell me what really happened to Thomas.
You'd better be right.
Yeah, I hope Catherine gets some closure.
I know what you're playing at. Oh my god, enough! I'll tell you what I know, if it'll get you to leave. I saw it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the ocean.
Oh my.
Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security. For my efforts, I was rewarded with a gun to my head and threatened with death if I didn't keep silent.
Does the murderer work with security?
No. The officer that threatened me was completely different. And the murderer wasn't wearing a uniform. I'd wager that the murdering bastard has a friend in security that's covering things up for him.
Tell me who did it.
Was hard to hear over the commotion, but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his attacker Russell and Rusty a few times.
Rusty
From
Russell.
what I could gather, the attacker was after credits, and Thomas refused to give him any. After that, well, Thomas went for a swim.
Oof. You ever dealt with Rusty?
God, no. I've seen him around here and there, but if he ever were to come into my shop, I tell him to leave immediately. In fact, I would never even talk to someone like him. I have no business dealing with petty criminals or Aurora addicts.
Where is Rusty?
Where else would someone like him be, hmm? He stays at the sleep crates near Madame Sauvage's place. In any case, when you confront him, my name cannot be mentioned. I very much dislike sharing Thomas's briny fate. And with that, I must insist you leave me in peace. That is, of course, unless you'd like to make a hefty purchase.
Thanks, Tevin. Been fun.
Look, man.
Alright, Rusty Russell. Let's find you.
Come on!
Ready to make your ultimate discovery? Step through the door.
Spacers are a menace everywhere.
Enter a world.
But on the Altair system, we've heard that an unlikely alliance
Are you working
pacifies
toward
the
that
system.
next technological leap?
Credible source
Then
that the
let
Freestar
Ryujin
militia
Industries
and
help you get
Team
there.
Marines banded
Fill out an
together to
application
defeat a
to
large
become
force of
part of the
spacers
most
preying on
advanced technology
colonists in the
corporation
system.
in the settled system.
When
Don't you
recent
have something
comment,
better to do?
UC Command said that the Marines were involved in routine training exercises. Whatever really happened, it's good that at least one system is safe from spacers today.
Are you working toward that next
That was fun.
technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get there.
Alright, Upside.
Ebside's a bad place for tourists these days. Whole
It-
area's gone to hell.
Yeah?
Upstairs. Okay. Elevator. Wait a minute. Can I...
Sleep crates for rent. It's tight, but it's home. I have some sleep crate units available for rent, but someone like you, trust me, you can do better.
People live in these
That
things?
they do. It's the families that really get me. And when those families can no longer even afford a sleep crate, well, that's just my favorite part of the job.
Oof. Alright.
Back to work, I guess.
Back to work.
Velocity cocktails. Madame Sauvage's place. Where the fun never stops.
Oh, hi. Rusty.
Hey, buddy. Why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out, yeah?
Let me guess, I'll end up in the ocean if I don't give you
Up
anything?
in the ocean? What the hell are you... Wait. No. He told me that everything was taken care of. No one would know. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident.
Who's he, and what did he take care
A
of?
friend. An old buddy in security. But that's all you're getting from me. I'd rather take my chances with you than with him.
Why'd you target Thomas?
Why else? I needed some creds for Aurora. And everyone knows he and his wife run that shitty little shop. All they do is rip people off. He was bound to have creds.
So what did you
I
do?
got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that.
Tell me who your friend in
Hell
security
no, I'm not
is.
doing that. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a rat. Listen, I messed up, I know that. But nothing can change what's already done. Just let me go and I'll disappear forever. No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just... Come on, just let me go.
uh, I'm not gonna kill you, but you better disappear forever.
Oh my god. You don't need to worry. No one will ever see me again. I swear it.
Alright, Rusty.
And toss back one of our exclusive velocity cocktails.
Way over here? Alright.
Sauvage's place.
I'm not in the mood.
Hey, bud. I'm gonna share this elevator with you. Oh. Naffed off. Alright. Fishy, fishy.
Don't make my job any harder.
Hello.
I need to know the truth.
Well, I can tell you the
Please.
truth.
Tell me everything you know. I want to hear it all.
Your husband was murdered and a security officer covered everything up to
I
protect the
knew
killer.
it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him?
His name was Rusty.
Rusty. I believe he was one of the Generdyne workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things, vandalize, or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well acquainted with Rusty and his so-called friends. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? I just never thought things could go this far. So, what did you do with Rusty?
Take care of him.
Well, I guess I don't much care for what you did with him, as long as he paid for what he did. And about security. Did you find out which officer is behind the cover-up?
Never got a name. Can't do more for you.
It's for the best, I suppose. Going after security is suicide for us both. Knowing the truth is vindication enough. In a weird way, I'm... relieved? No, that's not the right word. I guess I'm just glad that I know the truth, even if it won't bring my husband back to me. I never would have figured out the truth without you. I have credits for you here.
That's not necessary. I'm just glad I could help you.
Oh, you're so sweet. In any case, please know how grateful I am that you helped me. You're the only person to ever show kindness to me in this city. And now that I know the truth, I can try to focus on healing. Thank you for everything, from both myself and Thomas.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, I guess... I really want to help the guy in prison for smuggling drugs. I think everything else requires us to leave. And I don't want to join a gang. So let's do what we came here to do. Go talk to Walter. Oh, did I just unfollow it? Probably. Yep.
Hey, are you making fun of my cooking?
Oh, look at the blue whale. Oh, she looks so good down there. Look at that. Pretty cool.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gangs.
Members lounge. So what do you say?
Alright.
I know you.
Have you tried one of our advanced teller machines? Galbank ATMs are spread.
Scram, I'm on duty.
You scram. Crowding. Here we go.
Our office is open. Just try to keep interruptions to a minimum.
Alright. You too?
Any luck out there?
Found out the seller is pretty desperate.
Excellent. Good work. Let's head to the Astral Lounge. Goodbye, my dear. See you at the next board meeting?
Oh, I'll be keeping an eye on this little operation, just in case. Good luck, all of you.
Bye, bud. To the lobby.
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's at.
Walter, you coming? Happening. I guess we'll meet him there.
Everything good? Nothing to report?
Somehow got lost in the elevator.
All right, we're here. Now, I don't know what the cellar looks like, but they'll have a security briefcase with them. Larger than normal. Big enough to hold the artifact.
Yeah.
We should split up. The code phrase to identify yourself as the buyer is Ramsey and Travers.
The scientists who discovered neon
Are
gas. Got it.
Remember, Ramsey and Travers. We'll meet back near the elevator.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Look at the color.
Look at the colors. Who here has a briefcase?
Music is amazing!
What's up?
Hey there.
Hey there. Oh, you got a bag. Check up by the bar. Who's up here? You there, Musgrove.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy drinking?
I'm with Ramsey and Travers.
Oh, really? I heard you all have a meeting in a few minutes, don't you? In one of those fancy VIP lounges? Speaking of which, I gotta get going myself. Excuse me.
Okay.
Hell yeah! This is awesome!
I just saw our cellar walk by. Good job.
You owe me all the money when this is over. Seems cagey, angry even.
That's not surprising. This is a deal over stolen property, after all. Anything could go wrong. Now, before we head in there, let me go over the ground rules. He'll ask for twice what we agreed on. That's normal. He'll probably try to walk out. That's normal, too. Don't worry about the amount we actually settle on. The Stroud-Eklund Discretionary Fund is just a chip to you and me. Our goal is to get him to accept that chip in exchange for the artifact. Anything goes as long as it's in our hands, and we're not dead. How does that sound?
Alright, close the deal, get the artifact.
This'll be fun. I find matching wits with the neon underworld to always be invigorating.
Let's go. Two old men. Making an arms deal. Once again, you've managed to
Gangs
somehow
can keep from killing each other.
elevator faster than me. Most impressive, Walter.
So you're Stroud. You look different in person.
Our public relations always insists on doing some touch-ups for the official photos. Embarrassing, really.
Your security here going to stand or sit for this little meeting, making me nervous.
I'll sit. No sense making anyone uncomfortable.
So polite. Almost makes me forget what planet I'm on.
Sit.
Am I to assume that briefcase has our item of interest?
Yeah, here it is.
Well, look at that.
One of a kind, and I know you want it.
I have the amount we agreed on.
Things have changed. I want double.
Now, how am I supposed to do that?
I don't know, but your security here seems to have some fancy gear. Why don't they chip in?
We know you need to sell quickly.
Oh, really? And how do you know that? Who talked?
Does it matter? We know you're in a fix, and we're still willing to buy. For the agreed-upon amount.
I got people after me, okay? I can't just settle on what we agreed on. I need more so I can disappear.
That's not our problem. We came here expecting one amount. Now you want another.
Yeah.
You telling me Walter Stroud ain't got the cash? I'll walk out of this booth right now.
Oh my. Oh, you won't. Still need the money.
I leave now. I can get a jump start on the people after me, instead of you all wasting my time.
You'd be on your way already if you just take the money I'm offering you and shut up. What's it going to be? Take or walk?
Might have wanted more, but this is still a good deal.
Fine. This thing is all yours.
Well done. Some high-pressure tactics, but we got what we were after. Time to go home. Shall we?
Let's go home, Walter. Didn't even have to lock the doors remotely.
Stop right there. You're in possession of Slayton Aerospace property.
Ah. Slayton must have been the original owner. We don't need to do this. All's fair on Neon. Am I right?
Hand over Mr. Slayton's property. Now.
Let's try persuade. Yeah, let's try this first.
It's my employer's property. That's all I need to know. You gonna make me shoot you?
Putting you down is going to be fun. No. Give me a chance.
I'm listening.
No one has to get hurt
I'm
here.
listening. For now. Huh. All right. But Nicholas Slayton isn't a man you want after you. Good luck with that.
Sending our men into the Astral Lounge. Slayton must be serious about getting the artifact back. We'd better get off the planet quickly.
All right, let's go, Walter. Or this turns into an action movie.
Asa, something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
Slayton has put a bounty on your heads. He's greased a few palms. Your ship's been impounded at the spaceport.
Oh, not my ship.
There goes our way out.
Who's Nicholas Slayton, anyway?
The CEO of Slayton Aerospace. They're a systems manufacturer. Engines, thrusters.
How'd they know it was us?
The same way everything works on Neon. Money. It's terrible at keeping secrets.
We need to get him off our backs.
Have a talk with the man himself.
Slayton Aerospace has offices here in the trade tower. If Nicholas is moving this quickly, he must be there or close by.
Let's head to their lobby, shall we? See if we can make an appointment.
All right, Walter. Let's go. Mission board. Self-service bounty clearance. Trackers Alliance self-service bounty clearance kiosk. If you have a bounty with anyone in the settled systems, don't worry. For a small convenience fee, we can clear that up for you. The records indicate that you are not wanted by any faction within the settled systems at this time. Please visit us again if you need us. All right. So it's not an official bounty. It's just a City of Neon bounty. All right. To the elevator. All right. Ooh, just below the Sky Suite. Fancy. Hello.
Welcome to Slayton Aerospace. Can I help you?
You abandoned my ship. You're all dead. I need to make an appointment to see Nicholas
I'm
Slayton.
afraid Mr. Slayton is a very busy man.
Yeah. I won't need to take up much of his time. We've just had a misunderstanding.
Arguments with Mr. Slayton tend to go long. I'm not sure we can fit you in.
Auto persuade? Maybe. He is expecting me.
No, he isn't.
Oh, he really is, though.
He did? Oh, yes, I do remember overhearing something about that. Oh, I think we can make an exception in your case. Mr. Slayton will see you. Just use the elevator.
Auto persuade for the win. Let's go.
Hoping to get a meeting? I've been waiting here all day. It's ridiculous.
No, you should be better at persuasion. Super useful. Come on.
Wait. This clearly isn't the executive level. He's on to us.
Walter, taking what's mine and then breaking into my office. A bold move. But easily counted.
Oh, we're trapped.
Hello, Walter, dear, are you there?
Oh.
Took longer than I'd like, but I managed to pay off one of Slayton's security consultants. They've patched me in.
All right, we've got her out. Once the door's open, just follow her instructions, okay?
No, I'm an elevated person now. I build my kingdom here.
Well, if my wife and I could gallantly offer your majesty a rescue from certain death, let's go.
In 3, 2, 1. Slayton's guards and employees are all over. Be careful. Okay. You'll want to use the vent system to slip around unnoticed. There's a cupboard just to the right of the elevator you came in on.
Oh. Open the vent. It's a good thing I took some points in stealth. Okay.
That's the elevator you came in on. Jump right across the top of it and keep going to the end.
Okay. Over to a silenced weapon, just in case.
Drop down and follow the conduit all the way to the end, past the fork.
Sneaky, sneaky. Going back up?
Above you. Just climb up.
Okay, where am I going now? This way? This doesn't feel right. I'm supposed to be going that way.
The room below you is clear. Drop down.
Are you sure?
Stop. One of the doors leads you right into the open. I'm unlocking a safe route. Opening the door on your right. Go now.
Okay.
Head left, but don't go through the door at the end yet. There's a robot stalking the hall. Wait. It's walking down the hall. Go now, straight across to the door. Keep going all the way to the end.
All right. Feel like Tom Cruise in a Mission Impossible movie.
Wait, there's people in the room up ahead. Closing the shutters.
I'm good to go. There's a robot. Hi, little robot.
Another robot up ahead. Wait for it to pass, then head straight across to the maintenance door next to the security gate. Go now. Let me just get that for you.
Oh, thank you.
You know the routine. Up the vent. It's a short one, I promise.
Where's... Oh. No, I gotta open it? Ah. Smart. Alright, which way? It is a short one.
Almost there. Door on the right. should take you outside.
Outside? You expect us to climb up the trade tower?
There's a series of catwalks that lead directly up one floor to the executive level.
Well, I guess after you.
Here we go. Fantastic. Which way am I going? Up that way. Okay. Oh. There's still security. Shit. Sorry.
You will pay! You should be the one dying! I can't see!
Okay.
Take this!
So far, stealth has not gone well. Come on, back into hidden.
Only a matter of time. If you show your face around here again...
Can we put on the security guard outfit? What did I get? Just a helmet? To just get the helmet. Well, let's put on a helmet and we'll put on the frontier attire, maybe? Like... Yeah, this is good.
Where's it coming from?
Two helmets. Graviplaz helmet and guard helmet. Okay, I like the guard helmet more. Yeah, come find me. I dare you. Where I am? What? What? Who is shooting at us? From where? How did you... What? Sneak. They'll lose us. Come on, Walter.
I'd be scared to fight me, too. Go ahead, leave. Coward.
Give them points. They are alert guards. Smart enough to look down. Which is apparently smarter than me. Because I did not think to look up. Alright, Walter. Stay hidden, buddy. I suppose this is a door. No, doesn't look like it. Oh. This didn't work. Okay. We gotta go back. Sorry, Walter, wrong way. I was hoping it had the peek around corners mechanic from Fallout 4. There's two of them. One of them's wounded. One down. Are you? I'm just getting started, buddy. There you are. Where'd you go? Here you come. All right. Some alien jerky. Yeah, superfood. Sneaky, sneaky. All right, let's confront Nicholas. Hey, Walter.
You're coming in just behind the executive elevators. I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
I like it. Oh, oh. Ah.
You know, it's moments like this that really makes Neon the best place to do business. You steal what's mine. I trap you in the city. You infiltrate my office. I lock it down. Where else can you match wits for the highest stakes but here?
Call off your guards and release my ship.
You have what's mine. I, indirectly, have what's yours. We are at a stalemate. Although I do count a few more guns on my side.
You and Walter are business people. Some arrangement can
I
be
do
made.
admit, having the co-CEO of Stroud Eklund in my office is quite the opportunity.
How are your quarterlies looking, Nicholas? Perhaps we can add Slayton Aerospace to our supply chain, provided this unpleasantness was behind us.
Yes, I think that could be a most beneficial exchange. There is just the small matter of paying for the humiliation. Mr. Musgrove, my former employee, and the thief responsible for our serendipitous meeting, was caught prior to your arrival. I think it would cement our new partnership if you were to decide on his sentence yourselves.
Clearly you want him
I
dead.
yield to your judgment. You've more than proven yourself capable of resisting any course of action I attempt to dictate to you. My security brought Musgrove to my office. I'm sure seeing you again will be a fine conclusion to your previous business.
We have an opportunity to spare a man's life. I know he probably wouldn't do the same for us, but that shouldn't matter.
All right. All right, Walter. Oh. Yeah. You had a rough day.
Oh no. You. Slayton really does have a sick sense of humor.
I like that I squat down to eye level with everybody I talk to. Why did you steal the artifact?
10 years working in aerospace engineering, and they laid me off. You damn right I stole that thing. They tell you if you have talent and commitment, you can go far. But the truth is, it's all about who steals the most and gets away with it.
There's the money.
Slayton took it all. Probably in one of his secure accounts somewhere.
I'll settle up with him later. Arbitration, lawyers, all that nonsense.
He wants me to decide what to do with you.
Please. I was just trying to sell a product, okay? Isn't that why we're all here?
Be lenient. We were taking advantage of his initiative, after all, even if we have found ourselves working with the man he stole from.
Get out of Neon while you can.
Thank you.
A rare moment of compassion for this city. Very well. I'll clear things up with the authorities. You're free to go.
Time to go. Let's talk more back at the ship.
Indeed.
This was a good meeting. Very productive.
Can I have what's in that crate? Is that stealing? What about these creds? Can I have that cred stick? Is it? It doesn't say steal. It says take. I'm on a quick save. Boop 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 boop. Nobody minded? You don't mind if I take this cred stick. It also doesn't say steal. Man, this has been a wonderful meeting. We're gonna go. Is there anything else in here I can not steal? Just little souvenirs, that's all. Come on, Walter. Let's get on this elevator. You can do it. Come on, buddy. Come on. Get on the elevator. All right, you'll just meet me at the ship. It's fine. Oh, you stayed in the elevator. Good job. Let's
get going. Mr. Slayton is done with you.
Fair. Sorry about your friends on the roof. Somebody shot them.
If you're wondering what that smell is, it's...
I feel like...
Save it for someone who gives a damn.
Oh, rude.
So go out, have your fun, live your best life.
Future is noisy. Feel like we left this city better than we found it. Got a couple unions. Few less security guards. And I have so much stuff on my ship, it wouldn't all fit in the cargo hold. So I had to actually use one of my cargo rooms as a cargo hold. Hey, Vasco. Let's just board for now. How are things looking in there? There's all the resources I had to leave on the floor. Still there. Good. Good. Still got my security guard hat on. I like it.
It must be great to be able to see yourself whenever you want.
It really is, buddy.
Your whole house is full of mirrors.
Need to get a settlement set up and maybe drop him off somewhere.
Dead. I guess we can call that a win. What do you think?
You gonna recite that thanks speech later?
After this, with enough Chandra Vineyards Merlot in me, I just might. All in all, a great success. Thank you for allowing me to tag along with Constellation's newest star. Yes, I used a pun. Forgive me.
Alright, let's go.
Liftoff initiated, Captain.
Look at this beauty fly.
Venture into that beautiful sky. Maneuvering into position. And we are now in stable orbit.
What are we doing?
You have no right
What's next for me and you?
My people have killed for less. But I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
Who are you?
Oh, that's not any type of ship I recognize.
It looks nice. Identify yourselves.
The fact that you do not know says much. We are the Starborn, and you are unworthy to possess the artifacts.
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them than humanity?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst for knowledge, or drown in it.
Have you been observing us for long?
Growing impatient. Cease
We scan them?
But you speak our language.
We know everything about you. That is why your kind cannot have the artifact.
I mean, that's fair. At least tell us more about who you are.
You understand, the more damage you will do.
Oh, buddy, I do damage everywhere.
How could just knowing what you are be dangerous?
Our distance from you is the whole point. We interfere now because we must.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. Energy output from that ship is far above the normal range. If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance.
Full evasive maneuvers. Let's get out of
We'll
here.
get through this. Hold on.
Let's grab jump to anywhere. How do I do that again? Oh, map. Let's go. Oh my god. Yeah, go to Olympus. Set course. Jump. Bye, guy. It's been a blast. That scared the crap out of me. I thought they blew us up before we got to jump.
I've never heard of these Starborn. The speculation part of my brain is in overdrive. We need to regroup at the lodge immediately. Tell Noel to analyze the data off the ship's sensors. Everyone's going to want to weigh in on this.
I agree. There we go.
Grav jump spinning down.
This is UC Security.
Oh shit, I don't have anything. No, contraband. Okay, good.
Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Go ahead and land. I will. Alright. Yeah, let's land at the lodge. Oh, man. That was exciting. I will be right back. I gotta use the restroom. Quick bio break. All right, I am back. Let's see what people have to say. Complete 30 terminal or random missions.
How is Neon? Are you okay?
No. Need you to look at the data from the ship sensors. Oh yeah, have any strange ships appeared in
No.
orbit? Need you to look at the data from my ship sensors.
I'll start transferring the data over now. Let me just bring it up on here at the table.
Hell yeah.
Is that a prototype? No, that material isn't anything we... What the... Everyone, come take a look at this.
Oh, hey buddy. Alright, you're gonna trap me here?
That's no faction vessel or Crimson Fleet.
I'll have to come over here.
Military tech, maybe?
Can I sit?
No United Colonies Admiral approved that starship design.
They call themselves the Starborn. Demanded we hand over the artifact. Like we were children, playing with their parents' things.
What do people know? Any offshoot groups go by that name?
Not in any corner of the settled systems I've seen. Maybe a distant human colony finally popping its head up? Another house for Rune?
I very much doubt that.
We ignoring the obvious here?
Somebody's behind me.
Heretofore unknown group who just happens to know about the artifacts. I'm just gonna say it. Intelligent alien life.
Yeah.
Extra-dimensional beings.
I'm with Barrett.
The original creators from the furthest fringes of space.
The Protheans have returned.
Or beyond even that. Is the metaphor of avenging angels coming down to keep humanity from forbidden knowledge not apt here?
All right,
So,
church boy.
We have
That's
a lot
enough.
of theories, but nothing concrete. Except that they're after the artifacts, and they're willing to take them by force.
I'm with Barrett. Artifacts clearly aren't human-made.
No settled systems lab made these things. And I doubt one of them made that ship either.
So, we got some weird extra-dimensional beings that coincidentally decide to build their spacefaring vessels exactly like we do. Not so sure about that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Noel, start analyzing.
I just
all
really
the
want
data
it to
from the
be
ship
aliens.
sensors, the gravitational wave they caused, scans of their weapons, shields, everything. We're in the dark. We need to learn anything about them we can, including some way to fight them if necessary. Until then, we stay the course, collect the artifacts. It's even more important now that an intelligence we don't know or understand is looking for them.
Yeah. And what we learn more is to keep going.
All we can do is be more cautious, but we are not stopping. This could end up being a race we don't want to lose. Vladimir, has the Eye picked up anything new?
Some glints of shine in the dark. Ready to hand them out as soon as you please.
All right. Good luck, everyone. And be careful out there.
All right.
When you get a moment, can we talk?
Yeah, Sam, what's up?
I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel alive. So how much of a thrill has it been traveling with the one and only last descendant of the great Solomon Coe?
I'll
Is
be
it
honest.
everything you imagined?
I never heard of Solomon. The last Co? What about Cora and your
Think you
father?
wrote a sarcasm, friend. Okay, so how's it traveling with one of the great Coes? That better?
You should see my diary.
Yeah, but no autographs, okay? I gotta say, it's a relief being with you. So many people hear Ko and they expect me to pull some miracle out of a hat. Time has a way of just building on itself. Solomon was a good man. Great one, even. But if he ever heard all the bullshit being talked about him these days, he'd flat out deck him.
His legend outstrips his documented
So
accomplishments.
that's just your fancy way of saying he ain't all that he's cracked up to be. Well, fully deserved or not, the codename carries weight. Yeah, there was a time, well before Cora, where it really weighed on me. I felt like every little thing I did or didn't do was a reflection on our great legacy. It's enough to drive you crazy. Now I just hope I can help Cora to... I don't know.
Every parent wants their children to learn from their
Well
mistakes.
then, Cora's gonna get a 5-star university education from me. For my father, Cora, and me, everything starts and ends with Solomon Ko.
Doesn't have to.
He looked out at the stars and he dreamed a way to get there. Imagine being the first person to jump into a new system, set foot on a new world. Hell, I get it. That's powerful stuff. And now... I'm just getting sappy. You're a bad influence, you know that?
I am the worst.
That's what I like about you. Well, I hope the comic book they make about our adventures is better than that rag on Solomon. The stuff they publish is just downright embarrassing.
All right. Let's add the artifact to see what happens. We leveled up. That's what happens. Nice.
Never regretted coming out of retirement. Constellation's got the writ of the righteous. Keeps me young. You had a hell of a shake, getting bullied in the void. Starborn sure know how to make an entrance. Ready to head back out there? The Eye can help you find the artifacts, but I'm afraid she's blind to our new competitor.
How many do you think there are?
No telling the exact number, but they're getting harder to find. Got some equipment, repairs, and upgrades on the making-do list. The Eye's straining to her limits these days.
Alrighty. Give me what you got.
Double-check the safety and locks wherever you go, okay? Exploration's dangerous, even without some nefarious group trying to kill you.
Fair. Alright. Let's see. I bought a bunch of stuff. Let's see if we can do some crafting or some researching. Ooh, and we can level up. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. I kind of want to get scanner improving so I can do some more surveying. Oof, 3 out of 30 locks. Okay. Rank 3 persuasion's available. Do use persuasion a lot. Rank 3 stealth is available. More sneak attack damage. Still working on sprinting. Okay. Physical damage reduction. Food's more effective. Combat slide and take less fall damage. Okay. Heavy weapon certification. I am tempted to take heavy weapons or demolitions. What is this? Reduce the fuel cost of jump drives by 15%. Maybe later when we're doing more exploring. More rare resources. Again, I feel Superior weapon mods is tempting, especially now that I'm back at base. Spacesuit design would be nice too. What does scanning do? And detect uncommon and organic resources on planet and moon surfaces and more information about ships in space. Ooh, more cargo capacity. All right. Rank 3 research. You know, there's also shotguns doing more damage. I do love my shotgun. We're still working on ballistic rank 3. I think optional zoom and increased distance to 20 meters. Second level of zoom, 30 meters. So 4 ranks of zoom and up to 50-meter scan distance. Interesting. I mean, that would help. Having to get right on top of things to scan them, especially for the violent animals, it's a little bit annoying. More common organic resources from creatures and harvest them without harming them. Learn additional info about them from the scanner and allows you to produce animal resources at your outposts. It's the ship scan, spacesuit design. All right. Weapons, rifles do 10%, shotguns do 30%. Oh, heavy weapons is tempting. It'd be nice to have something, but I have shotguns for that. Rifle certification is tempting. Reload faster while standing still. Interesting. Chance to stun additional targets with shotguns for a limited time. You know what? I love my shotgun. We're going to do shotgun damage. And yeah. Let's see. Muzzle mods. Can we finish this off? Okay. Okay, so we need to do another point in weapon mods. And I think we need a point in... Ugh. So many things need points. No, I don't have another ornamental thing. Okay. Earth cuisine. Okay. That's all completed. All right. Weapon workbench. What do we got? So many weapons. Okay. Our peacekeeper. What can we do? Want the long barrel. Laser sight. Can I do... Fires optic and laser mods 3. Reflex sight I'm pretty happy with. Throw a suppressor on it? Requires muzzle mods 2. It's got a good grip. Explosive rounds would be nice. Magazine and battery mods 2. Powered. Alright. What is this thing? Nova Blast Disruptor Electromagnetic Rifle. Heavy fuse, mag 5. Interesting. You're not pulling from my ship or from my safe now? It should be. I feel like it's not, though. I should have all of that stuff. Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go to my ship. For real, though, it should be pulling from my... I would think. Mission board. Cooking station. Pharma lab. Alright. Let me go to the... Oh. I'm gonna Google this, because I could have sworn that those machines were supposed to pull from your ship's cargo. Starfield crafting storage. Yeah, it's supposed to be pulling from my ship's cargo hold. So it's pulling from the ship, but not my safe. Plus, I have a bunch of stuff on the ship that's not in storage, so it's not seeing that probably. We're going to do the long, slow walk from the ship to the lodge while encumbered. So I'm going to dump it all in the safe and then just go to the safe and do a slow walk down to the basement to craft whenever I want. At least for now. To the spaceport. All right.
Do you think I could pull off that look? With the scarf and the bangs and everything?
The scan is perfectly safe. Please keep moving.
Let's sell some stuff.
You should inspect your ship.
Sell that, sell that. The fiscal quarter. Breakthrough even the strongest armor, short scope, compensator, technical grip, high armor piercing. Yeah, we'll see if we can upgrade this. And instigating, I want to upgrade this one too. At least throw a silencer on it if we can. Let's sell that. I'm going to keep this until I can upgrade the other one. Sell that. I keep my Constellation helmet. Frontier attire. Very Star Wars, but we're going to sell it. This, I don't like those helmets, so you can have that. Oh, I got 2 of these. Have an extra. Just digipicks. Okay. Sell from blue. What do we got? Bunch of resources. Some aid. Yeah, sell the mine. like the fashionable suit. I think I have one of the. No, maybe not. Yeah, I got two of these, so sell the one in the hold. I like that outfit. Okay.
For heat leeches every couple landings, they'll cost plenty. Anything I can help you with? Looks to me like you're already in pretty good shape.
Fantastic. Let me see what you got for sale.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Just curious. I've never looked at what you offer. Cargo 260. That's not a bad starter ship. What else you got? Galileo. All that ship and only 200 cargo capacity? It's interesting. A lot of weapons. Okay. The responder. The Mustang. Oof. The crossbow. Cargo capacity 1,000. 21 light year jump range. It doesn't really. Shields at 680. It's a Class C reactor. 18. Crew 6. I don't have the ability to put that many people on the ship, though. I like it. Look at all those engines. Excuse me. Suddenly sneezes. That's a lot of cargo. Some Walt. Oh, I like the silhouette. More of a fighter. The Starhawk. Cargo 2810. Kind of boxy. Got some strong shields. And the shield breaker. 2280. Got some decent light year range. Good reactor. Crew of 5. 58 missile. 28 ballistic. 24 laser. 280,000. Okay. I could sell one of my ships. I don't want to, but I could. If you want to modify
Sure,
my
how
ships.
about it?
What can we do? Um, it's an E18 reactor. If I think it makes us too heavy, we upgrade the mass drive. We'd need to put on another engine somewhere. Which I could do. There's room. Makes us less mobile, though. We lose 2 mobility. We gain a decent amount of jump range, though. Mass goes up too much. No, the ship is just about all it can be until I figure out how to add fuel tanks, gear. A reactor. I need a better reactor. We have 38 power. We need a better engine. It's not going to go there because that's where I need to come out. There we go. It'd have to go. Our current one is hidden. Yeah, it would have to go under the hab, maybe. Oh, wait, this one. Hmm. Let's say we put this somewhere on the ship. Go on the bottom? I feel like that's too low to the ground. Can't go inside there because it's a habitat. Make the section longer. Throw it on top. Just have it exposed. Put it here. But we're going to need to add more engines. Do that. Which I'm not a huge fan of. It's the error. Only one reactor is allowed. Okay. Delete that. Okay. We can't have two reactors. Good to know. So, what is our current reactor? It is. That's the grav drive. Max power 9, Grump Jeff 20. Okay. Oh, that's our reactor back there. 18. This is our grav drive. Now we have more power. A little bit heavier. No, we're good with our current drive. We got a better reactor. Um, is that? It's looking a little smaller, but jump here. That's 760. Mobility 83. So we're still down overall. What if we put this here? And we did another engine. There? It's looking a little better. How much is that? 25 grand? It's not bad. All right, I accept. Confirm modifications. Hmm. It's lasers. Eight and 6. Hmm. And 6. So we need something. This will do 34 and 10. Let's upgrade those, and then should damage 20. What do we have for lasers? Twenty-six, 26, 72. Oh, that's a missile launcher, though. Mm. Auto electron beam. What is the difference? The fire rate? Oh, it's twice as fast, but it does less damage. Nope. All right, let's know what? I'm going to go with... Ooh, it's also half the price. 16. Let's go with that. It's fine. And then... Yeah, the engines are good. Do we need to upgrade? I have the power to do it now. Actually, way less. Oh, I have DT30 engines, so they're good. White Dwarf 2010 or the 2000 is a downgrade. Yeah, no. That's the right engine. That's the right grab drive. The missile launcher. It's 47. What about this one that did 72? No? Doesn't like that spot, huh? Okay, that's fine. I think some more upgrades to defense or offensive upgrades, and we can't upgrade the shield, so that's fine. Accept modifications. Exit. All right. Thanks, buddy. I got miscellaneous. It's all this nonsense I've been carrying around. Okay. Anyway, back on the ship. It's a little bit shorter now. Okay. Open this up. Oh man, all the stuff that was in there Oh, sad boosh. I should have got that stuff first. I might have just lost a lot of resources.
Has anyone ever told you
Excuse
you're the
me.
greatest explorer in the settled systems? Well, they should.
Take all. Hopefully they got moved into the cargo bay? Maybe? I don't know what happened to them. I redesigned my ship and moved some compartments around. And I forgot I had a ton of stuff just dropped on the floor in one of the empty rooms at the back. And since I moved that room, all that stuff that was on the floor is no longer on the floor. So it was stuff that didn't fit in the cargo bay. So I'm kind of hoping that after doing some selling at the kiosk that it fit. Otherwise, I may have lost like probably close to 15,000 credits in resources because I forgot to go get them before redesigning my ship.
Hey, no funny stuff with that
You'll be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. You're clear.
I mean, it's on me if it happened. I'm overall happier with the ship having a cleaner design and some powered up weapons. It'll do better in fights. I gained like 15 maneuverability. Take me to mast. I'm really hoping that it just got put in the cargo bay. I remember a message about things being moved to the cargo bay. So hopefully it all fit now. But yeah, this is what Blue Whale looks like now. I took out the extra bit that's back here where the engines were. They were just a random bit of metal further away. And there wasn't any point to it. It was just holding these cargo pods, which fit on this part of the ship anyway. So I moved everything in so it doesn't look quite as ridiculous. I kind of like the look of it better. I also upgraded the grav drive, added another engine to give us some more maneuverability, upgraded the jump drive and the power source, and then upgraded my offense. Got better missiles, better ballistics, and better lasers. So I should do better in fights. Yeah, it's a nice clean look now. It wasn't awful before, but this does look better.
Having a good one?
Few institutions have endured as well or as long as the Galactic Lake.
The tree seems to have calmed down. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome, buddy. Now, hopefully, I'm going to go grab all the resources out of my safe and do some crafting before the girlfriend gets home. So I want to put a silencer on my shotgun and see if I can upgrade and add some silencers to some other weapons. So I have a few more options when I'm stealthing. Also, if I can't put a silencer, it'd be nice if I could do like an explosive rounds for my shotgun. That would be fun. Let's take this. Oh, the minigun. I do love that minigun. Take that. And then take all resources. Got my mods working. There's really just the one, but it gives me PlayStation controller buttons instead of Xbox buttons now. And it still lets me get achievements with that active. All right. So, this one, can we do powered? No, it needs, oh, I need more research to do those. Okay. Explosive rounds requires magazine and battery mods too. Okay. But I have the resources for it. EM charged ballistic rounds, typically non-lethal. Oh, I don't want that. No, thank you. We do a tactical stock? Yes. Hip fire accuracy. Suppressor reduces acoustic intensity while increasing accuracy at the cost of range. Range 20 goes down to 17 and is silent. Increases stability and hip fire accuracy at the cost of range. Okay. You know what? I think the compensator, if I'm using the shotgun, we're not being silent anymore. So give me that. Give me the reflex sight. And yes. Okay. This thing, can we do... Alright, I want long barrel. I'm out of adhesive. Man. We can put a suppressor on it. Or we can't? Why can't we? Requires muzzle mods 2. Okay. Armor piercing rounds, so that's good. Can we put a... Still can't... Muzzle mods 2. Alright. Do I need to upgrade something to get muzzle mods 2, or is it in progress? Muzzle mods 2 is blocked. I need weapon engineering rank 2. Okay. So, next level will be weapon engineering rank 2. Okay. That's disappointing. I was really hoping to put a silencer on some of these weapons. Same thing.
Okay.
Can I take the suppressor off of this one and put it on a different one? Like, does it go in my inventory? Because that would be nice. I don't want to lose the suppressor. It doesn't. Alright, I'm going to go put these resources in the safe. And get on with things. Haha. Resources, store all resources. And weapons. And I'm going to keep that. I'm going to store that for now. I'm going to store that for now. I'm going to store this for now. Keep that because I need it. Keep that. This thing punches above its weight because of the randomly explosive rounds. Okay. Put that in storage too. These don't weigh anything. I'm just going to keep them. Put that in storage. I don't want to carry it around with me. All right. Save. Our guns are still the same. Okay. I'm just not carrying anything extra for now. I think I'm going to call it there. Girlfriend should be just about home, and we might be going out to a movie, so I don't want to be doing this when she gets home. It's a short stream today. I might stream tomorrow. We have something going on in the evening. If we don't go out tonight, we'll probably go see a movie tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll have time. But I will